Hello guys, welcome to the tutorial how to create a Moodle quiz. A few weeks ago I posted an open call on my website for everybody to send questions of interest, and I'll create a tutorial how to do anything related to Moodle, e-learning, authoring tools and so on. And I got quite few questions, and one of the best questions is how to create Moodle quiz. A lot of you know what Moodle is. It's a learning management system courseware. Depends on what actually you want to use it for, but it's one of the best open source e-learning management systems that there is. It's kind of hard to navigate, and if you're a first-time user you might get a bit overwhelmed by the functionality and a lot of options, and also the design is not quite easy to understand. Now, before you create your first quiz inside Moodle, you have to know that the Moodle quiz actually just basically pulls and presents the questions to the students from the question bank or the question repository. And I would break down the quiz creation process into 4 steps. First, create question categories. Number 2, create questions inside those categories. Number 3, create quiz. And number 4, just import the questions from the question categories inside the Moodle quiz. And let's start. You can find the question bank inside the Moodle course. On the left side, under the course administration menu, click on question bank categories. Now we'll create a just simple category for the questions. Now this is the default for the ST course. Sample. The category info is not that important, but you can create something to remind you what that category is for, and click add category. Now let's create some questions inside that category. We go again to the course administration menu and click on questions. And now we're going to create our first question. As a lot of you know, Moodle has a lot of question types integrated inside the system, but if you don't feel comfortable with the standard question types like multiple choice, true and false, short answer, essay and so on, you can install some additional question types from the Moodle plugins directory under moodle.org. I always suggest using multiple choice, true and false, and matching questions, because they are graded automatically. Essay questions have to be graded by the teacher, and that takes some time, and also it's not kind of used a lot in e-learning. Now let's create a multiple choice question. We'll just use the sample category, and let's name the question. Let's say question 1, and question text. What is Moodle? Default mark, let's say 1, and we can choose between multiple choice or multiple answer. We'll use multiple choice now, single correct answer, and let's say ABC with the uppercase letters. And we'll choose Moodle is a LMS. It's correct. Grade 100%. Since this is the only correct question, we can add feedback per question. If the student has selected this answer, we can write here bravo or something similar. Choice number 2, it's a car, a grade none, since this is a wrong answer. And we can also add a feedback no, but we'll leave that now. And choice number 3, it's a trap. No, it's not a trap. Now we can add even more answers. For example, we can have 10 or 20 choices, but it's not really easy and good. Combined feedback. This is the default feedback if the user has a the correct answer, they get your answer is correct. If they select the wrong answer, they get your answer is incorrect. And multiple tries, for example, the user can try the questions multiple times, and every time the incorrect try is, they get a penalty of 33.33%, but we won't do that. We'll set 0 penalty, and that's it. We can add tags for these questions, but I don't suggest that. Just click Save Changes. Let's add another question. Let's create a true and false one. Next. We'll use the same category. Question name, question number 2. And let's say creating a Moodle quiz is difficult. Default mark number 1, and the correct answer is of course false, since creating a quiz in Moodle is not difficult. It takes some time getting used to, but it's not hard. Multiple tries, yeah, and that's it. Save changes. Now, since this is a just tutorial, we won't create any more questions, and now we go to the topic number 1 in order to create the quiz. Before we are able to add any resources or activities, content to the topics or course page in Moodle, we have to click on Turn Editing On button, and now we have the choice to add activities or resources. Click here, and we are going to select, of course, Quiz, and clicking Add. We are going to name it something like My First Quiz. Description, yeah. And timing. Now this is a nice option in Moodle. You can limit the time the quiz is open. For example, you can open the quiz from the 3rd of November until the 5th November, or just one day. We can, for example, limit the quiz to be open for 60 minutes. I would limit the number of attempts to 3 and always use the grading method to the highest grade. Of course, grade category is dependent on what your grade categories are, or if you have created them. Now, layout. For simplicity and ease of access, I would use that every question is posted on a new page, since that is easier for the student to see and having some not being overwhelmed, for example, with 10 or 20 questions on one page. Question behavior. I always suggest that you use this option, shuffling with questions. Now, review options. You can set here that the student can see the feedback during the attempt, after the attempt, and so on. But that's something you can play with later. And here is a neat option, extra restrictions on attempts. If you have a lot of students, you can set a password for the quiz, and only the students that have the password can attempt the quiz. If the quiz allows multiple attempts, you can limit the time between 2 attempts. For example, the student has to wait 24 hours until the next attempt is available. And also here is a great thing, full screen pop-up with JavaScript security for the students who like to Google the correct answers. And of course, here is the overall feedback. If the grade is 100%, you can type something that's fantastic. If the grade is below 50%, you can add sadly, you did not spend enough time learning, or show your creativity. Of course, these are the default settings, so I would use them as they are if you don't have any groups inside your or cohorts on your site. And now we click save and return to course. Now we see our quiz on the topic page. When we click there, of course the quiz is empty. We see the settings we made, 3 attempts allowed, grading method highest grade, but no questions inside the quiz. Now we are going to, of course, edit the quiz and add questions to the quiz. Let's go. On this page, we can create questions for the quiz on the fly. We can choose question types, but I suggest using the question bank as we already created it, and click question bank. And now we can select the category our questions are in, and it's in sample category, and we are going to choose these 2 questions by checking this checkbox and clicking add them to quiz. That's it. Our 2 questions are added on page 1 and page 2 of the quiz. Now we are going to click save, and that's it. Our quiz is ready. Let's see how it works. Click on my first quiz, and we have the option to attempt the quiz. Click attempt, and this is the confirmation that we really want to attempt the quiz. This is what the students see also, and let's see how it looks. Yeah, and here it is. The first question: what is Moodle? It's a trap? No, it's an LMS. Click next. That submits the answer, and creating Moodle quiz is difficult. It's false, of course. And next. Now we are on the confirmation page, and if we click submit all and finish, our submits are going to be recorded to the database, and we also have the confirmation again. And when we click there, we are going to see the review page and see if we answered correctly. Yes, the first question is correct. Let's see the next one. Yes, the second one is also correct. And finish this review. We have the maximal number of points. Fantastic. And that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Email me at hello@salimsabic.com or Skype me at salim.sabic. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial. If you have any questions related to Moodle, e-learning, web development, WordPress, Joomla, and so on, just send me an email. Thank you.